goes. They come out here in the I. Play clock winding down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front, creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Now that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it, and they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Thomas, the lone receiver, left.
Green 39. Green 39. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting through. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they'll set up with a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd and very short here, less than a yard. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Set. Green, 39. Good. Here we go. All right, man. Look at 56.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Green, 30.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12.
All right, here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. These coaches told us they wanted to take the top off this defense. They wanted to be able to stretch them downfield. They showed it pretty well there.
And they knew that if they were able to do that, it would open up everything else. But how did they truly get it done? Practice in the previous week, making sure they had a plan, fine-tuned before they put it into effect in the game.
And now a first down following that long gain.
Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. Green. Over. The charge.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
And a very good offensive unit here. One of the reasons they're so good is running back Mark Ingram.
Took a little while for him to find his footing when he got into the league, but the former Heisman Trophy winner has it now and has really upped his pass receiving potential. A nice player.
So still in search of the first down after that last completion. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's complete to Flaner. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter. He'll look to throw. Caught right side at Snead. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you not got too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
He was trying to get it to Doug Martin, and it's 3rd down.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and the running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion.
Ready.
On 3rd down, Winston. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, and it's 4th down.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackle was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there. And now it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
Here's Jackson. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Ready, blue lady, Sonic. Check 26, check 26. 550, 550. Watch out. Ready, blue lady.
Play action now. Winston. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough, swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster. It all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Ready.
2nd down, Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Second down now after the pass completion. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. They'll drop to throw. Left side and caught by Flainer. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Green, 39.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56.
Now a handoff looking right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class, and there's a lot of debate about who is going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
Looking to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. So out come the Bucs now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself,
now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Thomas, the lone receiver, left.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It's a gain of 4 there that gives him a new set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the sticks, sets up a 1st and goal.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so... Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they're on the 5-yard line here, 2nd down and goal. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out proves somewhat fruitful as he is able to get it across the 25 by a little bit. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we send you cross-state to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley, he's got our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this kick goes out of bounds, and that's obviously why the flag comes out here.
And now you can see the defense greeting the kicker as they go out to play. The starting field position for the offense is excellent, puts a lot more pressure on the defensive guys.
Yeah, and if the kicker thinks he's lonesome, he's really lonesome after a play like this.
Yeah, he better hope that he's lonesome because who's ever standing next to him is probably on the defensive side, and they're none too happy.
To throw now on 1st down. Catch here, left side, Thomas. Oh, you can't teach that. The 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints add on to their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
10 yards still left on second down.
Watch right. Watch right. Here we go. Ready.
On second down, Winston again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down.
Ready.
On third down, Winston. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. This is taken at about the 14. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Now let's go. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Their dangerous wide receiver with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
One receiver to the left is Evans.
Ready, set. Blue 80. 57.
Winston now to throw on first down. Going left side here, and it's complete. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Bucs a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker,
And Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
To me, that's a superior.
Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on third down. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. Shreds the tackle. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go, right. We got right. Right here. Easy. Blue lady. You got tight. 550. Check 4. Ready. Blue lady.
Play fake to Martin. Now Jameis. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And it's fielded at the 34. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and...
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints just continue to roll. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This fielded at the 2. Muscles him off. He hops over him.
That's why you stretch.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. A second down throw for Winston. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And it's third down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
2nd down, 9 yards to go. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's go. Green 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's complete to Flater. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 12. And that leads to a New Orleans first down.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up at the same time, and they're taking that too.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Back now in Tampa. And on the ground they go with a running back. And a cut to the sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Saints are pouring it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver is in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long. So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Winston from the gun on third down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. One receiver to the left is Evans.
Ready. Blue ready. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Who that? Who that?
Desperation time. Winston on fourth down. He's got Evans. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Are we really in the second half here? And this is the first time we've seen Jameis Winston connect with Mike Evans?
Yeah, you know that they missed that in the first half. Up until this point, they've really missed it, haven't they?
I think that's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
They were stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. With it is Jackson. give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now the Buccaneers offense gets set to head back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Winston now to throw on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. He's dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Ready.
On second down, Winston again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. 3rd and short yardage, Winston. And that is incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints will have the football back. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Brought in left side by Snead. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Third down now following the completed pass. A handoff as they run the counter play. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Winston. Flushed out right. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
First down, Winston. And he rifles one incomplete. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Jameis to throw it. He's got time in the pocket. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
To the air again with Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And it's third down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Thought he may have gotten away with one there, but the ref caught him, and it's holding. One last shot now for Winston. Surveying the field, and that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game, but these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why.